And welcome back. I'm going to talk in this video about, am I worthy because of my lack thereof or not when it comes to romance. Like I've already mentioned, I'm creative on so many different levels. I'm pursuing so many different creative and career paths. Why would I be any different when it comes to romance? I am a romantic person at heart. I'm all about the rose and its thorns, the beauty of the rose and the sharpness of its thorns, the pain of holding something so beautiful, the delicacy of hanging on to something so beautiful as a rose. I have a thing for roses, sorry. I'll go into that in a future video, I'm sure. One of my story characters is also really big on roses. So, with that said, romance to me is what it's all about. And in previous relationships, I might not have gone as far down that rabbit hole as I would have liked to. But going forward, where I am now mentally, where I am at as a person, I believe I still have a whole lot to offer in the category of romance. And I don't believe it's just the idea of laying down some flower petals on a bed, even though that's pretty cool stuff too, don't get me wrong. Or taking someone out to dinner, or taking someone out to a movie, or dates and stuff like that. That's dating. I'm talking romance. The little things you do that mean something to somebody, to the bigger things you do that mean something to somebody. I'm ready to play that game at a level I've never played before. Yet at the same time, I never really considered myself too bad in that category anyway. From the writing of poetry to the deep vows and oaths made to the time spent. Now this is where I might fall a little short. I get caught up in some of these creative ideas and these creative projects so much that it can potentially take away from my relationships. I try to include my partners in those creative things so that we're at least working together on a common goal. And for me, that's what's very important. We got to be able to have a common ground in order to stick together, because it ain't gonna work out if we don't share something in common in the creative field. Because I'm probably gonna try to either elevate you as a star, elevate myself as a star, that kind of thing. So, man, I don't think 10 minutes video is gonna cover this. I think I'm gonna have to continue a whole series on the idea of what romance is to me and what I bring, because I think it's a very important topic. I mean, my last name's Hart, so bear with me. Why I talk about this kind of stuff is because I think I should kind of make myself a little bit of an expert on the idea. I have to represent. I'm rocks, Hart. I need to rock the fuck on, but I also need to be able to be passionate. Pursue stuff with a passion. And that's kind of what romance to me is pursuing someone with a passion. Not just going through the motion of your daily lives, not just hooking up because of what they can give you, but pursuing somebody to the fullest extent. And I don't even know if to date I've really pushed myself all the way in that. I feel like I was just starting to crack into that. But I do know that I have a world of things to offer when it comes to that. So it's very important to pursue someone with a full heart of passion. For example, find your partner and drop the bullshit in your life for that day and take that partner not on a date but out of your lives that you're wrapped up in, and go do something with them, anything. And that's way better than any date. date is going bowling or to the, you know, beach or to a movie theater, yeah, those are good, worthy dates. But that's just going through the motion of a date. It becomes an adventure when you do something with that. If you're going to the movies, turn it into something more than just watching the movies. If you're going to the beach, go do something, be involved at the beach. Don't just be like, oh, I'm playing in the water, yay, splash, splash. Let them know you're there with them and only them. Because that's really what it's about. That's what it's about for me. The fact that I get to spend my time, my valuable, limited time with someone, pursuing maybe something in common. Now that is romance to me. That is devoting myself 150% to that one soul. That just going to a beach or a movie or a club, just those are things to do, which are also good video topics to go on to as well. But to delve a little bit further into date ideas, I've already thought about some videos on that. However, this is about romance ideas, and romance to me is driven by passion. I'm passionate enough to pursue, say, making film or writing novels or making music. The passion I put into those should be the same passion you put into a person, into your lover, into your relationship, into your soulmate. I'm not just talking about jackhammering your lover on a sexual level. This is not about, this topic specifically is not about the sexual passion or the sexual romance. This is, because that's a whole nother thing. I kind of think they get misconstrued because they go hand in hand pretty well. I mean, there's all those relationships out there that are purely based on the sexual atmosphere of that relationship, and if that's pursued with full romance and full passion, then that works. For me, it's more of a mental thing, and as much as it is physical, to pursue that passion of creativity together is just the biggest turn on for me. To be able to sit down and write a novel together, that isn't really romance, but it's doing something with your partner on a level that's more than just going out on a date. It's involving them in everything that you are, opening your door and bringing them in, sharing with them everything that you are. That's romantic to me. Because if you can't let the wall down with your lover, then who can you let the wall down with? And there are plenty of people out there that will take advantage of that, including your lovers. But that's how you find out how real they are or how real they aren't. And the only way to do that is to let your walls down, trust them, and if they do damage you on the inside, well, then that tells you everything you need to know about that relationship anyway. So I think it's very important to bring more than just romance to the table. I bring passion. I believe it's important to find a partner that you can just go 100% in, that you can just delve and dive into that person, not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, be connected in as many ways possible. And it doesn't have to be a lifelong marriage. It doesn't have to be forever. It doesn't have to be an eternity. It could be that day. I mean, there's plenty of movies out there, whatnot, that are like these two people hook up on a beach, paradise resort or something, and they have just one day. I mean, hell, what is it? Titanic. There you go. The movie Titanic comes to mind. As those two people had a story of passion for each other that only lasted the duration of that experience. And the one died, and the other one got to go live on the rest of their life with that that memory of that passion that they had for each other, that romance of that very specific event, in happens to be a historical event, but that's kind of what I'm talking about, is create memories with somebody, not by, oh, I just went and saw the latest 50 Shades of Grey movie. That's not a memory. You're remembering the movie. Maybe what you're doing at the movie with each other. Are you fondling each other? Are you doing something a little taboo under the shroud of darkness in the theater? Are you really just feeling that person on a spiritual and emotional and physical level, even while just watching a movie? I know when I with somebody that I care that deeply about, I don't even care what's on the screen at the movie theater. I'm sitting there, I'm just feeling that person. I'm soaking it in, knowing that my time with them might come to an end and that this moment is special. And that's one of the things I bring to the table. I believe it's important. Thanks for watching. Leave comments on what you think about that below. It's really cool if you've made it this far in this video series. I think I'm going to end it tonight because my camera battery is about to die, and I've done about 6 or so of these. I've had fun. I try to open up and be a little more real tonight because I'm just really loving this lighting. I'm really loving this look for tonight, and it's something I've been dying to do for a while. I've sat on my ass and not recorded enough of these, so here we go. Thank you for watching.